There we are. 2 seconds in.
Oh, great. All right.
Hi, Leah.
Hey, Deanna, how are
Thank
you?
you. Good. Thank you so very much for joining us. I'm excited about your topic.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, and even it's interesting because the perfect thing happened this morning, right? With your baby
Yeah,
early.
yeah, exactly.
Or late, later, earlier than expected.
Yeah, things always happen like that.
Yeah. Those kids, you know what? My fur kid, I need to show you my fur kid too.
Aw,
Yeah, he's definitely like having another child.
is he a puppy?
Uh-huh, he is a puppy.
Aw,
Journey.
right there with you, eh?
Yeah, probably right around the corner. Give me, buddy. Journey. Maybe not right now, maybe in a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 4 people on. Hi, Pam. Thanks for joining us. And I have a Facebook user. Who's my Facebook user? StreamYard's this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful software, but you do have to allow StreamYard to access your name information for the purposes of the videos. So if you don't go in and do that prior to joining, then all we see on this side is Facebook user. So what we said, good morning, ladies.
Morning.
Bring up as Facebook user. Can you see the comments, Leah?
Yeah, I can see them
Okay.
now.
Yeah, this is awesome because on Zoom, I think some people use Zoom for lives and the guest can't see the comments.
Really?
Yeah, so it's really nice. It's really nice to be able for you to be able to see them too.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 6 people on. That's Lindsay.
Awesome. Hi, guys.
Hi, Kawana. Awesome, yay. Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you do and who you are. We'll start there with the same basic questions as always.
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Leah, and I help moms entrepreneurs to manage their stress, their time and priorities, so they can get things done effectively while still taking care of themselves and their family.
Awesome. Okay, and so do you do a coaching program for that or do you just do one-on-one?
Yeah, I just do coaching one-on-one for now.
Awesome. That's wonderful. And
Yeah.
you get started and how did you get into that?
Yeah, so I have actually been building my network marketing business for the last 4 years. And so when the pandemic happened, then the way that we were building our network marketing business was very offline. So we see people in person. So when the pandemic happened, yeah, then we couldn't do that anymore. Everybody was staying home, and we was trying to kind of figure out a way to build that online, but it didn't quite work out. And so I was at home, and then I was also helping my husband with his Airbnb management business on the side of that. And so yeah, so when the pandemic happened, I was at home and not being able to do any of that. Yeah, so I had to pivot and come up with something new. And I figured, hey, you know what? I was juggling these two businesses and having my baby, and I'm here in Canada. I moved here when I was 18 years old by myself, so I didn't have my side of the family around to help me with the baby. So, and I juggle all of that, and I struggle a whole lot at the beginning. Um, but then I kind of, figuring my way out as I go. So I thought, why don't I start helping other moms or other entrepreneurs who are moms as well to be able to get better at this?
Yeah, nice. How many of you guys on here are moms? How many of you have kids that are home, I guess I should say. I know I have
Yeah,
I have 3 that are older and then
right.
that's 9. So I have a big gap. So I have a 20, a 17, a 17, and a 9. Uh,
Uh,
but the 9 is difficult.
really?
I know a lot of people right now, especially have kids home,
Hmm.
not being in session or whatever the case. Yeah. Lindsay has three at home.
Mm.
Yeah, the challenges of doing life, just doing life, much less doing life and business, are massive.
Yeah.
And okay, there's another me. I know Lindsay's the three at home, I think, but who's the other me, the other Facebook user me?
Yeah. So we have two moms here.
Yes, yes, we do. Pam, are you a mom? Uh, Kawana's a mom, but I think Kawana's kids are a little bit older.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, but then we also have, like, for example, Mia. Not only do I have the kid, I have the puppy.
Yeah.
Our moms, all of it works the same way.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
let me check my questions, make sure I'm not missing anything. Um, what was the biggest challenge? I know you're still just getting started, but what do you find to be the biggest challenge at this point in getting this business going?
Yeah, so what you might not have expected. What I found so far is actually my money mindset. And I didn't even realize that until recently, but it all tied in together. And because I grew up seeing my dad just working so hard for money, but it just never seemed like we had any, they just always complain about not having a lot of money, but dad was always working. And so because I grew up seeing that, somehow I believe that is the way that I would have to be as well. That I would have to work a whole lot, sleep very little, always be running around and running after money. And so what I realized is that when I realized that that was the belief that I was having, then I realized that it doesn't have to be
Mm-mm.
that way. Yeah. And obviously we still work for our money and not
Yes.
just sit there and be like,
Just
money come.
rain down on me
Yeah,
money.
exactly. Right?
You know?
Yeah. But there's gotta be a balance of attracting it into our life and
Yes.
also work for it rather than just working for it and working too hard for it. And the way that I start looking at it is like love. It's like relationship, right? If you run after it, it's gonna run away.
Uh-huh.
But you still go find it. But if you attract it, then that is a much better way of just keeping it in
Yeah.
your life. And this have a healthy and constant flow. And so I even realized that it also goes into my motherhood as well, because even though being a mother, I still believe that I had to, on top of that, work so hard for my money. And it was a struggle because there was a lot going on. um so yeah, so once I was able to clear that block, it totally helped me a whole lot to just kind of ease off a little bit and not working so hard anymore. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm still working a full-time job and
Yeah. Oh,
developing my business. So, yeah, so having the child, the puppy,
yeah. Wow.
full-time job, developing the business. Yeah, I'm like your dad right now. I'm working, 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 chasing.
Hmm.
Right. There are times where I slow down, and
Hmm.
it seems to be the times that I get into my own head and start relaxing about things. That's when things come. You're
Hmm.
yeah, you're very right. Okay, so your topic. We need some tips and some ideas. Give us some ideas about how to deal with the stress of mommyhood while working and working business.
Yeah. Um, so my number one tips is to plan things out, schedule things out, time block things. And a lot of times when we schedule things as well, then we would, plan things like cooking dinner and taking care of the kids. But I would say that in your priority list, first of all, you need to write out your priority list. And the cleaning and the cooking, it needs to be done, but it's not your priority. Your priority has got to be yourself. So a lot of moms said, I don't have time for me time. Well, of course you don't have time because you don't prioritize it,
Yeah.
right? When you prioritize something, that you make time for it and then it gets done. So if you go into your calendar and you block out sometimes, well, ideally, like after your kids go to bed or something, because you can negotiate with them,
Mhm.
pick a time that it makes sense for you and your schedule, that is going to be your me time. Do things that is rejuvenating for yourself. If you have none yet, just start with like half an hours, right?
Yeah.
Anything that is do nothing, like completely nothing, no phone, no nothing. Then do that, but just time block it in that you are gonna spend that time for yourself. Then it gets done. Yeah, another thing that I find really effective for me as well is with all the cooking and cleaning, don't just go kind of off handle and just whatever you see around the house that need to be cooking and cleaning, and go do it, but actually plan that out as well. And don't kind of put a limit on it. You don't want to spend more than like an hour a day doing laundry, right? But when we don't put a limit on it, when we don't set aside the time to do that, then we just go off handle and spend like 2 hours doing laundry. Right? And so no
Yeah.
wonder why we don't have any time for any other thing. Um, yeah, and also is as important is quality time with your kids. A
Yeah.
lot of time that we have a lot of quantity time with our kids, which is the time that we're just kind of hanging out and mommy's on the phone and the kids are there playing, or mommy is like in the car driving them around, and but it's not really quality. So I would say it's a great idea to time block quality time in there in your schedule as well. Doesn't have to be a lot, like an hour a day or 2 hours a day, depends on their age, your schedule, depends on a lot of things, but time block it in. And so during this time, it's on them. You give them 100% of your attention. You're not, you're not doing any other things. You're not distracted by anything. You're just talking to them, interacting with them, play with them if they're younger. Give them that attention as well. And yeah, and so a lot of moms also feel guilty that they're not spending enough time with their kids,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so time block that in. That will solve the guilt because you know that you got that time for them. And then if anything else is the cherry on top.
Yeah. I'm great at planning.
Oh,
Right.
great.
I no, no. It's not great. I'm great at planning, but whether or not I actually do what I plan is
Oh,
another story. So I struggle greatly with laying my day out, and then I get distracted, and I don't like, oh no, I have to do all of this. I can't do that. I can't take that hour and spend time with my child. That's horrible. But that's yeah, I'm bogged down over here, so I can't actually take it
here. Here
away.
she is.
Hi. Hi.
Oh, where are we? Hello. Are you gonna say hi? Say hi, Deanna.
Hi. Hey, right?
She
Girl. What's her name?
girl. Her name is Sophie.
Sophie. Hi, Sophie. She's beautiful. Hi.
Hello.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, so but I have issue with that. I mean, I get people telling me, do it, block it, plan it.
Mm,
But
you don't stick to it.
I don't follow through. I'm bad. I'm bad. I get bogged down in other things, and then it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
ashamed. I'm ashamed to say.
Oh,
What?
well, don't be ashamed. Well, like I think that there's a reason behind that, right? And so it would probably be a good idea to look at that reason and really understand it.
Mhm.
Then you'll be able to work through it because sometimes it indicates something else that
Yeah,
you
oh, I'm
need to
sure.
work.
It does. I'm sure there's something deep back in there.
Yeah, yeah. So there's work to be done there. Yeah.
Yeah, there is for sure. Do you guys have questions for Leah? We have several moms, couple moms here at least.
Oh, Taylor's planning to have kids.
Yes, I know. She moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor, you moved. Where'd she move? Overseas, but can't
To
remember.
Europe.
Yes, to Europe. And then,
I can't remember.
huh?
Sweden?
I'm not sure. Maybe she'll tell us in a sec if she's still here. And then there's a Facebook user, just got here and already love it. Super important to put time limit on things. Yes. I'm not sure who that is. But does anybody have any questions for Leah?
So maybe when we're waiting for the question, maybe I can ask you a question as well.
Sure, go for it.
So when you were, I know it's like way back now for you, but when you had your kids, I guess, were working also, right? Full time?
In the beginning, I wasn't. I homeschooled my kids, my older one.
Wow.
Yeah. Which
Awesome.
is like a job itself, yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, and then at one point later on when they were more self-sufficient, and then I started working. So I was blessed in that respect that I was able, when they were little, I was able to give them, all of my time.
Mm,
This last one, she doesn't get much at all.
really?
Yeah. So I don't know if I had been working back then. I'm not sure how that would have gone.
Mm.
I was a different person then than I am now. I mean,
Oh
I've been through a lot of life experiences and challenges that completely turned me into a different person. But yeah,
wow.
no, I can't relate from that respect. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, way back.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Careful, girl.
you said how old is your oldest now?
She's 20. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. She's 20 years old.
All grown up now.
She'll actually be 20 on the 13th. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, she's off on her own. She's in medical school.
Wow.
She's doing great. Yep.
For her.
If I can get my other two biological, well, one biological, one adopted, if I can get them on, even somewhat of the same track to success, we'll be good.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll be back there.
Yeah, they're going out for a walk. We usually go out for a walk together every morning.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a good
We are doing that actually with my little one. She's not really little, but we do that in the evenings as well. At 7:30, we go for a walk. So
oh
I
nice.
do that. I do
Yeah.
that. Yep. Okay. So Taylor did move to Sweden.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize you were just going to be there for a short period of time, Taylor.
Oh yeah. I thought that like a permanent move.
Yeah. So I guess not. Just for a bit. We'll have to catch up with her offline and see what her plans really are. All right. Well, it doesn't look like we have any questions.
Hello.
Hi. She's beautiful, by the way. Both of your
you.
she's are beautiful. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions they want to add to the comments, we can make sure Leah gets back to answer for us, right? That's good, Leah?
Yeah.
Okay, super. You guys enjoy your walk and have a super fabulous weekend.
Thank you.
It's a holiday weekend for us here. We get an extra day.
Oh, what kind of holiday?
Labor Day.
Labor Day.
Oh, okay, it's the same for us.
Yeah.
Then, is
Do you? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
it?
Have a good weekend.
I know now. All right, you too have a great weekend.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Bye bye now.